friend, it's day 3. I finally got my mind about me, and I want to address something. Yes, I know I planted those sweet potato plants too close together. In that space, I probably only should have planted 2. But this is what I figure. It's survival of the fittest. I don't know if all of them are gonna make it. Now, if they all make it, I'll thin them out, I guess. Um, but if some of them die, then it's perfect. I put 4. One of them was like the broken root of another one, so I'm gonna say 3. And so let's see if all 3 make it. Now I keep forgetting when I say I got so many plants, I don't know what to do with it. I do know what I'm gonna do, and I keep forgetting. And you'll see what I'm gonna do with them in the next video. It was raining this morning. Towards the end of the rain, it's now Sunday, May what 27th or something. I don't know. But me and a friend went to Menards again. The lady that's there that I got one of the pallets from, she's like, still doing gardening. I said, in the beginning of the gardening season, we're gonna be here every other day. It's just the way it is. We were doing Lowe's and now we're doing Menards, but because Menards has better prices. Anyway, we're at Menards. Got some more plants that are on clearance. It's like hit or miss. I can't gauge when they put plants on clearance. So I got more collard greens because once you start buying plants, it is what it is. Got more collard greens, marigolds, bush beans, even though I do have 2 bush bean plants coming up for sure. And there goes bush beans, collards, eggplant. My friend bought some eggplant for his sister. He kept some and he gave 2 to me. Um, anyway, so now the sun is out, as you can see, and I got more bags. These are going to be for my brassicas because I don't want them getting eaten up. And I see something keeps trying to poke through my netting I have in my one of my raised garden beds. I'm glad I double lined it. Might have needed to triple lined it. I keep saying about me getting my hair done. I'm looking in the mirror. I don't know. I like this little duty bop I have on the top of my head. I really do. My family may not be a fan of it, but I don't know. Because when I get my hair done, it's going to be sister locks. That's really it. Anyway, I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to cover up my other brassica pot. I use noise canceling so much. I'm gonna leave this part in so you can see the noise that I deal with me living off this main street. The other day, I was out here and I saw 2 race-looking cars creeping along, and they wait until they get to the end right here because it's like waiting for make sure no traffic is gonna turn on, and they took off racing, which is crazy because 500 feet down is a hospital. Like, crazy to me. Anyway, let's cover 2 plants. And I'm going to start planting tomatoes. I was trying to find container tomatoes at the store on clearance or even at the $2.99. Couldn't find any of those. Well, no, I did find some, but they were at the $5 one. And I'm not paying $5. Now I have some black cherry tomatoes. I may treat those like a container tomato and put them in a hanging plant. I'm not sure yet. I have 4 of them. I'm going to put 2 in a pot. Um, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, let's cover my brassicas. Unfortunately, my shell's going to be in here, but before I cover them, I am going to inspect to make sure I'm not covering them with um, pest on them. Okay. Now these garden stakes that I have sticking up, they were on sale for 28 cents at Menards. They're metal with coating, and so they will last longer. Forgot I had plant for more. They'll last longer than the bamboo sticks. Bamboo sticks are about 5 years. Okay. Last year, I had my brassicas cover my collard greens and things like that because of the cicadas, but I felt like it was too tight. They didn't grow how they should have grown. This one is gonna suck to get in there. Um, oh, these are the ones I transplanted yesterday that I'm not sure if it's milkweed or sunflower. They were looking droopy by last night. And when I came out here during the rain, well, as it was like starting to stop, the one I'm more wanted to keep to see what it is that one in the back. It had perked up, but it's back to being droopy again. I hope she gets her life. I don't know what it is, but because I don't know what you are, you getting out. Got them covered. It's covered, and then of course this is the laundry hamper from the Dollar Tree. I like using these better for protective covering for the berries because it's not the insects that I'm most worried about, is the birds and the squirrels. Now because it rained, I definitely want to get these two plant or pots started because the soil's not too wet and I didn't have to use water. Because in my municipality, our water company has, I think, gone up 150%, 200% on the water bill. I'm really not trying to use my garden hose, and I do need to check my rain barrel because it wasn't raining heavy, but it was raining consistently. But I'll see how much water I have in my pre-catch rain barrel. But in these two pots, I'm going to put tomato plants. And this one is going to be Best Boy tomatoes. And in this one is going to be black cherry tomatoes. So I'm going to put two in each one. One, because with tomato plants, unlike pepper plants, they need airflow. So you can't put a bunch together, plus their root system, plus their heavy feeders. So for these big gallons, I'm just going to put two. Now, I ran out of bone meal and worm castings, but while I was at Menards, they had a bag of chicken poo, and it's a fertilizer. So I'm going to use that. And I was able to get a big bag for $10. So for the same amount of money I would have paid for that little bag of bone meal or worm castings. And with chicken fertilizer, you just have to make sure you're really spreading it out really well in the dirt. So I'm going to get that fertilizer so I can put it in here and see if I have any more perlite or vermiculite because I did use garden soil in these two pots. I got 3 holes for drainage. I do have the sticks and stems at the bottom, but just to make sure that the drainage is even better. So let me get those things and we'll get moving. I didn't have any more vermiculite or perlite, but that's all right. We'll make it that looks like. And they said you have to be careful in how you spread this around, because although it is a good fertilizer, too much of it can damage your plant. So you got to make sure you mix it real good in your dirt. These are Best Boy tomatoes that I grew from seed. I have this early girl plant that I got at Clear's from Home Depot, and I also have this golden girl that I got from Menards on clearance. So I think, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I think I want to give preferential treatment to the ones I grew from seed. And they're still kind of babyish, but that's okay. I know they're probably ready to get up out this pot. Now, the one thing to know about tomatoes is that all along the stem, it can grow roots. Now, I can plop this in like this, or I could bury it deeper so we can have stronger roots. Another thing I like to do is to plant it on its side and kind of tip it up for it to get more roots that way. I think what I'm going to do with this, what's all this growing in there? I'm just going to bury it deeper. But what is that? Mold? Fungus? Probably fungus. There's a fungus among us. So I'm going to bury you deep. Even though it rained, I feel like that soil is not damp enough. So I am going to water this in. But to protect these plants from Chippendale and Peter Rabbit, I'm going to put something over it. That's been helping. These waste baskets from the Dollar Tree. Also, while at the clearance department, today they had some more marigolds, so I'm going to go ahead and plant some. I had these stakes because I was trying to see how I was going to do this, but none of these tomato plants are big enough. I do want to prepare though, but that's okay. I like to have the stakes in the ground with the plant already. I know the Best Boy is an indeterminate, and I believe the black cherry tomatoes I got are indeterminates too. Yay me. I wish I had somewhere where I could just do a regular trellis. And who knows, I could always put these sticks in the ground and hook up a fence to them. I could possibly do that because I still have a lot of fencing left over from the community garden. Who knows? But we'll wait to see once they get big. And it's like 5 in here. I'm gonna get the biggest ones. This is starting to grow that fungus too. Take these two off. Planet Eat. Review some marigolds. Water you in. I kind of don't want to use this cocoa because it's so close to the trees where these stupid squirrels are. Now, these smaller planters up front, I'm going to prepare them for tomato plant. One is going to get this early girl, and the other one is going to get one of these golden girls. Now, I know you like, girl, you had that big old bag of potting mix. Oh, you hear I'm winded. I'm carrying it. Why didn't you just use that big old thing of potting mix you already had there? Well, friend, that's for something else special. That expensive bag of potting mix. But for these 2 pots, we're using this, $250 bags of potting soil and compost manure. One thing I do like about these things from the Dollar Tree, even though they were self-watering, look at all that drainage at the bottom of them. And then when you take that cap off, it's raised up. I like that. All right. So see how good this potting mix really is. I probably could have put some branches at the bottom of it. Shoot, I might have to open up that nice bag of potting mix. Oh, I know. I'm going to use the rest of the soil I had in this bucket. To be honest, this cheap potting soil really just looks like compost with perlite, a little bit of perlite in it. And when I said, never mind, it don't look like compost, this cheap potting soil. It looks like topsoil with a little smidgen of perlite in it. My back is telling me that pretty soon you're gonna have to sit your goofy tail down. I hear you talking. I hear you talking back. I'm listening. Just let me finish this, okay? Chicken food in there. With the rain and moisture this morning, both me and Boo woke up with our bodies hurting. this one. I'll put the early girl in. Plant her deep. I'm going to put one of these golden girls in. Right. Ain't nothing like getting tomatoes planted out. I'm putting the marigolds that didn't really have anything in them in here with them. Who knows? Maybe the root system is still strong enough to grow something. That's my tomatoes. Anyway, friend, thank you for hanging out with me. This little quick video of me covering some plants and finally getting some of my tomato plants in the dirt. I still got, what, 2? No, 3. Ooh, let's change this. I still got 3 Best Boy, I think that's what they're called. 1 black cherry tomato, but I'm going to put that in a hanging basket. I'm going to see how that does with the cocoa liner. And then I have 5 more golden girl plants. Right now I'm just going to let them grow as they are. And I'm hoping that at the very last minute where I have to plant that tomato somewhere, either the onions will be done or something will be done or space will be created. Looking around, it was raining all morning and some of my pots, some of my plants just look like they haven't been watered. Or is that just the way you look? Ooh, I see you growing in there. Ooh, I see you growing in there. Okay. I'll let you grow a little more. My loofah, I don't think I gotta cover you anymore. You could try to reach for your trellis now. Yeah, it seems so dry. That's wet. Oh, I guess it's just the top layer. Okay. Anyway, friend, thank you for hanging with me while I get these tomatoes started. And as always, have a wonderful day.